Shush.
When the springtime comes to call, my heart begins to sing the signs of gentle lover, new life will softly cling. The scent of blooming flowers fills the air, it's like a dream. In the kitchen you're a symphony, every meal a flowing stream. Your hands dance through the flavors, memories wrapped in every bite. With coffee brewing slowly, our laughter breaks the night. Oh, the way you stir the pot, joy follows every test. In this little home we built, love is the warmest guest. With the season's arrival, happiness fills the air. Every dish you make, every moment that we share, we create our memories with every taste we find. In the garden of our laughter, it's a love that's intertwined. Every day that passes, you bring sunshine, love, and cheer. An open book of memories filled with laughter and a tear. From the warmth within our kitchen to the whispers of the night, with each tender moment shared, everything feels so right. Oh, the stories of our past, they linger on in dreams. Every word you softly share, like sunlight's golden gleams. With the season's arrival, happiness fills the air. Every dish you make, every moment that we share, we create our memories with every taste we find. In the garden of our laughter, it's love that's intertwined. Moments wrapped in whispers as we sway beneath the stars. You're the heart of every meal, the tales told from afar. Every bite a bit of love, crafted with sweet grace. In this household, come what may, you bring warmth to every place. With the seasons blooming light, you fill my world with glee. And every dish you bring to life, I find my home in thee. Together we will wander, let our hearts forever shine. In this love that's full of laughter, with your hand in mine. I find my home in thee. Together we will wander. Let our hearts forever shine in this love that's full of laughter. With your hand